So on July 23rd, the government announced a huge new program to help different people who are dealing with all kinds of issues coming off of forbearances, who are unable to pay their mortgages. This program, which I printed out here, basically gives the different government agencies that have power over mortgages, and one program that deals with people who do not have government mortgages, the power to modify mortgages, reduce principal and interest payments, and make it much easier for people to afford their homes. These sweeping new government loan modification programs are brand new. They build on some of the stuff that existed before, but a lot of this stuff is new, and they're making it really, really easy for people to apply for loan modifications, and in many cases get loan modifications when before it was very difficult. What we're dealing with right now is basically a situation where if you have a government-backed mortgage or some other type of mortgage, you might be able to reduce your principal and interest payment by 20 to 25%. That's the goal of all these new programs. Make it much easier for people to pay their mortgages and reduce their payments by 20 to 25%. That's a really big deal. Now, who's covered? Basically, anybody that has a government-backed mortgage, which is FHA, VA, USDA, Fannie Mae, or Freddie Mac. But there's also one of the programs which is allowing people who do not have any of these government-backed mortgages to also get some money to help them reinstate their loans and pay back what they owe the government. Now, what I'm doing here, since it's so much information, is I'm going to break this into 4 pieces. I'm going to do a 4-part series on each one of the different programs that are new and some stuff that is existing that they're built on for the VA, the USDA, FHA, and the big one, which is the one that allows people who do not have government-backed mortgages to access government money to make their, to put their mortgages up to date and save their homes. So what we're gonna do now is we're gonna get into first the VA. Now, my name is Diego Mendez. I'm a bankruptcy, loan modification, and foreclosure lawyer here in Miami, Florida. We're gonna talk about all these different programs, like I said, in a 4-part series. But before that, what I want you to do is like my video, obviously if you like it, and subscribe and ask for notifications, because I keep doing these videos and you don't wanna miss anything that I'm talking about. These government programs are always changing. There's new stuff. This is brand new. This came out of nowhere on July 23rd. July 22nd, nobody knew. On July 23rd, this was announced. So I'm always paying attention to these things. I've been doing this kind of law for 13 years, and I've helped a lot of people. I've represented thousands and thousands of people in loan modifications and bankruptcies and other issues involving their homes. So if you like my channel, A Debt Law Survival Guide for the Desperate Debtor, please subscribe and ask for notifications so that I keep making these videos as we move forward out of coronavirus into a new economy where people are hopefully going to be able to pay their mortgages and get on with their lives. So we are in Olympics week, so we're feeling very patriotic. So I'm gonna start my 4-part series with the folks who helped us all out by serving in the military and came out and got themselves VA loans. These are Veterans Administration loans. If you have one of these loans, you know you have it. It's not a secret. So these folks are dealing with the same issues that everybody else is dealing with. They have put themselves in a forbearance because for whatever reason they were unable to pay their mortgage. Now they're coming out, and a lot of people with VA loans do not know what's going to happen when they come out. Now the government has announced something brand new, which they are calling the COVID-19 Refund Modification. Now, what the goal of this modification is to lower the principal and interest payment by 20%. Now, what does that mean? That means that if you look at your bill, there's 4 parts: the principal, interest, and escrow, which is the taxes and insurance. They're targeting the principal and interest payment, and they're going to reduce that by 20%. It's actually a combination of different things, this modification program. First of all, what we're dealing with is the refund portion. The refund portion is just basically another term for what the FHA calls partial claim, or the Fannie Mae and Freddie Mac call the deferral. What this is that they take the forbearance amount and they put it into the back of the mortgage as a 0% interest. Technically, what the government's doing in this situation, it is buying the arrears from your servicer, from the bank that owns your mortgage, and then charging it to you, but as a lien at the end of the mortgage. So when you sell or refinance, you have to pay back this 0% interest loan, but you don't have to pay it back now. This reduces what you owe and makes it easier for them to get to that 20% reduction in principal and interest payment. This is a really big deal. Before, you would have to balloon this out and you would still owe this at the end. In this situation, basically, you don't really owe this money unless you refinance or sell the home. This is a very big deal for people who have VA loans. This is a very big assistance. Now, the other portion of this combines that refund that we just talked about with a loan modification. The loan modification portion of this basically would extend your mortgage out up to 120 months. So what that means is that, let's say that you have a mortgage that you're 5 years in, so you have 25 years left, they can extend it up to 10 more years. So you would extend it to 35 years. You would keep the current interest rate that you have, but you would have more time to pay it. That makes the payment lower. Now, obviously, you pay more interest when you do this because your mortgage is longer, and overall, you do pay more interest. But if you're unable to pay your mortgage, this helps you keep your equity and helps you keep your home. Now, they can do this up to 40 years. So if you have a 30-year mortgage and you defaulted or you had to have a forbearance immediately upon buying the home in March of 2020 or a little bit after that, then you can ask for 10 more years on that initial 30-year mortgage. So it's up to 40 years. This is a very good program. Now, the other good thing about this, and similar to all the other ones, these are no document loan modifications. They're basically just giving it to you if you tell them that you cannot make your mortgage payment. So when the forbearance is ending, you're going to get a phone call from somebody from the VA. They're going to ask you, are you able to make your mortgage payment? If you say no to them, then they're going to put you into this program. But be very careful in this situation. Remember, make sure that you're going to actually get this. Ask them that. Because if you do not, if you were late when the mortgage, when you ask for the forbearance, you might not qualify for this. So be very careful. Be sure that if you were current in March of 2020 or whenever you took the forbearance, you would qualify for this, no questions asked. But if you were late, there might be some issues. Let's say that you were 90 days or 120 days or however many months late when you took the forbearance, because they allowed that to happen, you might have an issue. So be sure to ask them that if, make sure, say, listen, I was late and I took the forbearance. What's going to happen in my particular situation? If you were current, however, you would have no problem in this situation and you would get this 20% reduction in your principal and interest payments, and then you would get that refund, which is not really a refund. It doesn't come to you in any kind of money. What it comes to you is at a 0% lien that's placed at the end of your mortgage. So if you ever sell or refinance, you have to pay that. Now, again, my name is Diego Mendez. I'm a bankruptcy loan modification and foreclosure lawyer here in Miami, Florida. I've been doing this kind of law for a long time, and I've seen a lot of people in the last 13 years that I've been practicing this type of law get themselves in bad situations. These programs are helping people with their forbearances come out and save their homes. I very much appreciate that not only do you like my video and subscribe to my channel, but you turn on the notifications, because I do a lot of these videos and these programs are constantly changing and you don't want to miss out on any of the new stuff that might help you save your home. So again, go USA in the Olympics, and I hope that everybody who is watching my video likes my videos and keep subscribing to my channel. Thank you very much. Oh, and remember, there's 3 more parts to my series, so keep watching.